If you're not getting at least 100 to 500 followers every single day on Instagram, it's because you're posting the wrong type of content, you aren't paying attention to Instagram's latest algorithm change, you're not using their new features, and one other thing I'm going to share with you towards the end of this video. And all you have to do is change these 4 things. It's going to skyrocket the followers you're getting right now. Like this creator that I just helped gain over 70,000 followers, and this creator I helped gain over 270,000 followers, and guess what? Now both of them make a full-time living simply by uploading on Instagram. And the same exact thing could happen to you so long as you implement these tips. The first change that you need to do is you need to start mixing in way more content that has a poll in it. No, I am not talking about using the poll feature in your description. Instead, I'm talking about creating content that looks like this content right here. Essentially what you're trying to do is you're trying to create content that gets your viewers to engage with the post in order to vote on which thing they like the best. Here are a few more examples. Now this post right here is going to be a perfect example of that. This post got over 149,000 views because it says which season are you taking and then gives baseball players a few different choices. Now I know your niche probably isn't baseball, but you can do this for your niche and it is going to skyrocket the amount of reach that you end up getting. And there are several other ways to do that. For example, if we scroll down, we're going to find another way that they have done that when we look at this post right here that got over 66,000 views. And again, it's going to be choose your career. So you need to be doing this for your niche in order to skyrocket your reach. And then to show you one more example here, if we scroll down right here, come over to Reels on this creator, we will see that they did this one right here. What Long Island village has the worst parking? A, B, C. Again, it gets people to comment. This one right here, what town would you prefer most for dinner on Long Island? And the best part about these types of posts is they don't take a very long time to create. They end up getting a lot of reach. They get a lot of engagement, and so many people share them and comment on them and then follow you because they see that you're actually creating engaging content. Change number 2 is that you need to start adding in more remix memes into what you're posting. I cannot emphasize this enough. If you spend right now more than 30 minutes a day creating content for Instagram, it's because you weren't doing change number 1 and you're definitely not doing change number 2, because here's the deal. You need to understand how people actually consume content on Instagram if you want to get more followers from Instagram and ultimately be able to make a full-time living from Instagram. And that comes down to understanding the fact that people go on Instagram in between things. They might do it while they're using the restroom. They might use it as they walk from the car to inside. They might use it as they're waiting to drive somewhere, or waiting on the train, or waiting in between classes, or waiting in between meetings. People are not on Instagram the same way that you are on YouTube right now. You are on YouTube to consume a long form video. You are on YouTube to consume something that's entertaining and to get some information. That is not how people are actually consuming Instagram. So you need to make sure that the content that you create is short, is digestible, is relatable, and is a type of content that's going to get shared out on Instagram. Because right now, shares are by far the most important engagement metric that you could be getting in order to increase your followers. But I'll tell you more about that later. For now, I want to give you a few examples of exactly how you do these remix memes. But before we do that, I need you to smash that subscribe button. If you want to go quick on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, I literally upload videos every single day about how to grow on these platforms. In addition to that, I just created a free Instagram growth course. You can get it at the pinned comment below. It's going to share with you things, the best time to post, the best hashtags to use, exactly how the algorithm works, and so much more. What are you waiting for? It's literally 100% free. Just go to that pinned comment below. So when it comes to actually doing those remix memes, Nick here does an absolutely amazing job at this, which is why he's been able to blow up his following on Instagram. So look at what he does here. He did a post and then he did a meme. He did a post and then he did a meme. By the way, this meme got over 5.6 million views. You know how long it took him to do this post? It took him literally 10 seconds. And if we see again, he did a post and then what? A meme. And then what? A post. And then what? A meme. You need to set up your page the same exact way. Now, this is a little extreme on the side of memes, but I would do something like this. If we look at this, let's see when this post right here was posted. This was 3 days ago. So if we look at the last 3 days, he got 5.6 million views. This is 10,000, 10,000, we'll call it 25,000, we'll call this 40,000, 45,000, 70,000, plus another $1.30. So he's at 5.8 million views, and combined, it maybe took him 15 minutes to create all of this content. And that is exactly what your Instagram page should look like right now in 2025. Because if it doesn't, you're spending way too long creating content. You're creating content people don't actually want to engage with, and all you have to do to find these remix memes is come to the search bar on Instagram, search, put in your niche, and then memes. You will then see a bunch of memes pop up, and guess what? All you have to do is click those 3 dots in the bottom right hand corner, click remix, change something in the text, add a new description, and boom, you just created yourself a post that you can now post on your page and basically take credit for. It works the same way as a repost on Twitter, so you need to make sure that you're doing this. Now, the next thing that you need to make sure you're doing is you need to make sure that you are taking advantage of Instagram's Trials Reels feature. I cannot emphasize this enough. If you have ever been stuck between two different hooks, or maybe posting two different videos, or maybe making your video two different lengths, this is going to solve your problem because now you can post both of those things and you could post them to people that don't follow you so you actually get a real read on whether or not people like your content, or whether or not people comment on your content, or whether or not people actually share your content. So what you need to start doing, I want you to start creating two versions of every post that you're going to do, and you want to test something. Maybe you test the length, or maybe you test a hook. You could test anything when it comes to this, or maybe a different format. And then what I want you to do is I want you to then post both of those pieces of content as trial reels, and you will be able to figure out which one works best. But there is something else you need to be doing with this feature. But first, I wanted to tell you that when you have a trial reel after 24 hours and Instagram says, wow, this is a good post, you should push it out, please make sure that you make it public, because Instagram, more likely than not, will make that post do really well or make that post go viral if a lot of non-followers interacted with it, which is what's going to happen when you post a trial reel. Now, the other thing that you need to make sure that you're doing with this feature is you need to make sure you are taking your best posts on Instagram and reposting them as trial reels, because here's the deal. You're posting things on Instagram. If they got you a lot of followers, you can now force only non-followers to see them, because obviously the post worked. The hook resonated with people. The call to action resonated with people. I don't know why, but the post worked. Now, what you can do is repost that as a trial reel so only non-followers will see it, and boom, this is going to skyrocket the amount of followers that you get because the post doesn't have to go on your feed. It counts as an extra post on Instagram, and you need to make sure that you're utilizing this feature because creators that do are growing 2 to 3 times faster than regular creators right now on Instagram. Which brings me to the last and final thing that you need to make sure you're doing right now. If you want to be able to get followers on Instagram, the easy way so you can finally make a full-time living simply by posting on Instagram. And that is that you're only focused on getting 3 types of engagement. And for each post you do, you should only be going after one of these. Because if you ask people to do more than one thing when it comes to engagement, they're going to end up doing nothing. The first type of engagement you want to go for is getting people to comment. The second type is going to be getting people to share. And then the third is going to be getting people to follow you. Here are 3 ways that you can actually pull this off. Okay, so when it comes to getting comments, you need to do what Emmy did right here. So this post right here was a no-bake cinnamon roll, and as you can see by the number of likes, this video got a lot of views. In fact, this video got over 8.2 million views. Now, what she did correctly here was she put here, if you want to keep this recipe, comment recipe, and I'll send it to you. Now, she posted this almost 2 years ago, and as you can see, there are literally still people today. They're literally I don't know, 20, 30 people today that commented recipe. Now, what this did was made this post go viral, and that is the way that you should be getting people to comment. You should get them to comment a very specific word, and then ideally you're using ManyChat or some other DM automation system in order to send them whatever they want. The next way is going to be getting shares. If we look right here, Baseball Lifestyle does an amazing job at doing this. This is a really short video right here, and then this says, send this to someone who is afraid to pitch to you. Now what this does is gets a bunch of shares because they tell you to send it to somebody. Now what you're going to notice is if you want somebody to send something or get a share, it's going to be easiest to do that actually on the post. If you want to get somebody to comment, it's going to be easiest to do that in your description right here. Now, when it comes to getting a follower, the best way to do it is going to be both on the post, like this one right here, follow to get more good vibes in your feed, and in the description. He had it in the description originally, but then he edited this a few weeks ago and he just made the description. The last one got a crazy gift, and what that does is, again, incentivizes somebody to watch all the way through to the end. And you need to make sure that you're doing this both on your post and in your description to incentivize those 3 different types of engagement so you can finally skyrocket your growth. Now, if you're still struggling to grow on Instagram, it's one of 2 things. Either 1, you haven't implemented everything I just shared with you in this video, or 2, you just don't know where to start. And if that's you, I personally want to help you. In fact, I want to help you grow faster on Instagram so you finally have the followers that you need to make a full-time living from Instagram or be able to make more money from Instagram if you're already monetizing it. If that sounds interesting and you want to work together one-on-one, well, please keep watching this video because I've got a special offer for you. The opportunity to grow on Instagram and this organic reach we're currently seeing are not going to last forever. And there are two things holding you back from seeing the growth like the creators that I share with you in this video. The first one is that you haven't implemented the tips that I just shared with you. And the second is that you haven't gotten into my Instagram mentorship program yet. That's literally going to guarantee that I help you get more followers on Instagram in the next 30 days, or you get your money back, 0 questions asked. In fact, the average person that's gone through this program in the last 30 days has gained over 25,000 followers, and nobody has ever gone through it and gained less than 1,000 followers if they implemented every piece of advice that I share with them. Now, since you're still watching this video, I'm gonna assume you're probably above average. So the odds of you gaining over 25,000 followers are probably quite high. And if you want results like that, go to the link in the description below right now and sign up, because there are limited spots available. I'm gonna be telling you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use. I'm gonna send you new post ideas, and I'm gonna critique your content to guarantee that you get more growth on Instagram in the next 30 days. It doesn't matter what your niche is or what your background is. This program is gonna help you get followers more easily and quicker so that you don't have to spend endless hours trying to figure out the things that I already know about exactly how to grow your account. In fact, I just helped this creator in the program and they gained over 100,000 followers in just 30 days. I helped this creator, they gained over 150,000, and this creator over 200,000 followers. If you want results like that and I want you to be my next success story, go to the link in the description below and sign up right now, because every single day that you wait, it's only gonna get harder to grow on Instagram. It is easier than ever to grow right now, but you need to take advantage of this opportunity. And what's better than an opportunity where you're literally gonna grow on Instagram or get your money back, 0 questions asked? Again, there are limited spots, so go to the link in the description below and sign up right now. Otherwise, I strongly suggest you check out the next 2 videos I put up on the screen, because they're the videos YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.